Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. We got a weird one today. This is called Tammy's Tears, and it's a very simplistic setup, but there's kind of a weird effect that you might not have known about. So we are using Tammy's Head with unlimited item power, as well as Wiggle Worm. Remember, Wiggle Worm is the one that makes your tears shoot out in like an S style, almost like a Fester's Quest shot. But when we use Tammy's Head and Wiggle Worm in conjunction, we get this little weird effect where like multiple shots get fired out and they kind of converge on the cardinal directions here. So I have no idea how this is going to work out. By the way, I'm also starting with a red patch. This was not like me giving this to myself in the cheat engine. It actually just appeared in that second secret room that you can see down there. So I figured I'd pick it up because that's part of the run anyway. Rules for this run are pretty lackadaisical, or laissez-faire perhaps I should say. There is no restriction with items, except I can't take items that change my tiers. So I don't know if that would affect Tammy's Head to begin with, but it's just to keep me from taking Mom's Knife or Brimstone or anything like that. We also cannot use tiers ourselves in the conventional sense, like I can't fire with the arrow keys here. Also, I can't take anything that replaces Tammy's Head, which is why I skipped over the shears. To be honest with you, I wouldn't want to skip over, or I wouldn't want to replace Tammy's Head anyway. Oh, that was terrible. Because that's going to be by far my most important way to deal damage, although I guess the shears with infinite item power would be a little bit better overall. So we picked up, oh come on. Well, red patch now I know for sure actually just gives you rage when you get hit. But anyway, I feel like this is going to go fairly well, at least for the early floors. Similar to a lot of these runs, we've also gotten a lot of health here. Not just Spirit Hearts, but also that Eternal Heart and the HP upgrade there, which is awesome. It might get a little bit harder as we go along, but hopefully we'll be able to balance that with the fact that we have... I can't blow this up, unfortunately. We'll be able to balance that with the... Again, can't blow this up. We'll be able to balance that, as I've tried to say 30 times now, with the fact that we are getting items on every floor anyway. Possibly. This strikes me as a run that may have one of the most balanced chances of actually succeeding for us here, which is good. I took damage again, because I am very silly, but on the bright side, at least we have gotten 2 extra heart containers already. So I'm not going to be on the lookout for any items that, you know, increase our damage, essentially, because I don't even know if GUPPYS, or if Tammy's Head works in conjunction with those items. I guess we'll take them if we get them. But anything that changes our tiers is going to be verboten. There we go, managed to kill him finally. Shops, as far as I know, are okay, even though it's unlikely we're going to get any very worthwhile items from them. Mostly, I'm looking for things like the wafer, flying, and just stacking HP upgrades, I guess. And again, if tier effects work with Tammy's Head, then I would welcome getting tier effects as well. There's a popular cold medicine in Canada called Cold Effects. I don't know if it's medicine, it might be like a homeopathic. It's marketed as like a cold prevention therapy, but it's called Cold FX. So every time I say tier effects, I'm like, well, if Cold FX is to prevent cold, can tier effects be used to prevent tears? And if so, why didn't I have it when I broke up with my high school girlfriend? Anyway, we're going to check out our item room here. That's an HP upgrade, which is beautiful for us to take. I'm guessing that that's the secret room just below us, but rather than going to the secret room and possibly getting money to use at the shop where I wouldn't be able to use it anyway. Whoa, we got a nickel there. I am going to go down here and blow up the Tinted Rock, which may actually allow me to access a little bit more money anyway. In fact, it'll allow me to access all of this money anyway. So it's probably better. Oh, and we got a damage upgrade, which may or may not work with Tammy's Head. I think it did, actually. It made the... That's our revelation for this one. You see, it made the shots gray, which indicates to me that the small rock effect does work with Tammy's Head. So I guess, again, today's take-home lesson is that whatever tier modifiers you get, damage, rate of fire perhaps, I don't know if that actually makes a difference, or, you know, potentially like freezing and slowing, I believe those are conveyed to Tammy's Head as well, which is pretty awesome, if so. If that is indeed the case, by getting a lot of damage, we could potentially just turn Tammy's Head into like a nightmare item. Plus we got an extra tiers upgrade there. Wow, we are doing crazy damage now. I think that might be a result of the red patch, but if not, that's crazy. And we are going to give 2 health for Spirit of the Night here. And my shots are indeed now spectral, which is beautiful. We're going to go down to the next floor. I could have gotten Lord of the Pit instead. We would have gotten perhaps a more interesting looking character model. But there's absolutely no reason to get Lord of the Pit as opposed to Spirit of the Night, when Spirit of the Night also gives you spectral tears, whereas, oh, that's the problem with this shot. Whereas Lord of the Pit does not. Now, what do I really want? Now that I know kind of the secret of Tammy's Head, where it accepts tier effects, I would greatly love to get either A, extra damage, or B, homing tears, because if I got homing tears, considering the damage that these do, I kind of feel like I would basically have like 4 spectral tears shooting out of my body at any given time. So we have the sun card. No point in using that yet. I'll probably try to save that as long as possible, honestly. And we will just continue mashing Tammy's head here, which is doing way, way, way more damage than I originally anticipated. We might as well check this out as well. Eve's Birdfoot, I don't think it's worth it. Hopefully we'll get a key or a bomb or something for our troubles going through this room. The only downside about this run so far is that it's a little bit slower than perhaps a Brimstone or Mom's Knife run, but the damage that we're doing with Tammy's head is crazy. I had no idea that we could get damage this high just by using this item. And now that I know that Tammy's head accepts the damage upgrades, this might actually be a more valuable item overall in the long run, like in actual non-challenge runs. Not that I play those that often anymore, but still, that's kind of a revelation for me. People have probably said it in the comments tons of times before, but the fact that I've actually witnessed it firsthand now is valuable to me. So we're going to be looking for the item room, which is right here, next to the boss room. And these guys are going to die very quickly, as you can probably guess. Oh, that was not as quickly as I would have hoped, but we still managed to get out of it without getting hit, so no harm, no foul. And in our boss room, we get Peeper's Eye, which is an item that we can absolutely take, as it is not a tier modifier, or something that changes our tiers beyond recognition. And now we have the Fallen, which represents potentially something awesome. I would love to get like any kind of damage upgrade, like the Pact or the Mark, or anything along those lines. Even like Lump of Coal or something would probably work. We'll take Guppy's Tail, because we have to, sort of. It's free. And in our Devil Room, we get a Forget-Me-Now, which I can't take, as well as 9 lives. And it's down to the next floor for us. Guppy's Tail, not a huge pickup, but, you know, I guess it has the potential to be sort of okay. It was weird, we were flying, but we didn't have the Spirit of the Night tail on that last room. I'm not sure if that's due to Guppy's Tail or what, but we'll be fine for this for now. The fact that there's so many golden chests both excites me and worries me, similar to, you know, the prospect of having intercourse with a lovely lady. We're going to just play it cool with respect to these silkworms here. I'm still doing okay on health, but certainly I wouldn't mind having more at this point. Might as well check our shop. Pick up a Spirit Heart for a low, low price. I was hoping we'd be able to buy a key as well, because I am going to be using a lot more of those now. You know what we will do is give a lot of money to Judgment, who has the potential to be much more valuable than a shop. There's a free, well not free, but like a 2-cent HP upgrade. The price is right on that one. Speaking of which, Drew Carey, if you're watching this, I would love to have you on as a guest sometime. Maybe not on the Isaac stuff, you know, I've already done a lot of co-commentaries with respect to that, but, you know, I'd gladly pick up the new Price is Right game on Wii U, and you could kind of lead me through it. I'd be willing to pay you half the ad revenue. That could be as much as $15 or $20. Something tells me that the Drew Carey that would accept that offer is not the Drew Carey that I would want to show up. Where's the 20? Give me the 20. I don't know where to buy Coke in this city, Drew Carey. Except from a vending machine. Fuck you. I don't know where he was going with that. I've created this weird alternative reality Drew Carey in my head now. I don't want that. I might want to go to the mob trap room, though. I'm kind of desperately in need of keys now. Well, 2 cents is not a key. Seems like the title for Captain Obvious Award of the Day. Make sure we kill these guys. Peeper's Eye is an interesting item. Not sure how I feel about it most of the time. I guess I enjoy it, especially on a challenge run where your items are oftentimes a little restricted. But I'm wondering how this run is going to fare overall, because it's been kind of a... I'm not even going to say it's been a mixed bag so far, because it hasn't really been a mixed bag. It's been very good for me. But I am a little bit concerned about its long-term potential, as I often am on these runs. Sometimes they work out just fine, and sometimes things get substantially more harrowing as we get closer and closer to the end. I am going to go to the item room on this floor, but I might as well fight the boss while we're here. But in the meantime, I'm got to express my surprise that this run ended up being as interesting as it did. And that's entirely because Tammy's head accepts damage upgrades, which I honestly quite had no idea about. I should be fast enough... Well, scratch that. I was going to say I should be fast enough to get out of Chubb's Way here. Chubb's Way, similarly, sounds like a... You know, like a place where a bunch of... When you're in high school, like that's where people go to make out and a lot of people die in car and motorcycle accidents, like Leader of the Pack style. I told him not to go to Chubb's Way, not without his helmet. And then he crashed into the spruce tree and died. Oh, Jimmy Williams. Jimmy Williams. Sounds like the president of the chess club, not the high school quarterback who is always the archetype for stuff like that. I don't even know where I'm going with this stuff. I used tears by accident there. My apologies, various other forms of self-flagellation, yada yada. We're just gonna proceed here. And in going up, I was really hoping that would be the item room, which now I guess is gonna be on the left side of this weird pitchfork-looking setup that we're gonna have up here. It's a layout you don't see all that often. I guess it doesn't look that unusual. Just because of my own preconceived notions about how an Isaac level should look. It's Doctor's remote, so we shouldn't have even wasted our time. But there's only one way to know, so we might as well. Or I'm glad we went on it, I should say. We're going to be going down to the Depths Part 1, which is a floor where I still think we're going to be able to truck along quite nicely. I would love to pick up way more HP upgrades and actually start using my defensive abilities by way of Spirit of the Night a little bit more effectively. But as is, I'm definitely pleased with the way this is going so far. Let's head down to the next floor. Apologies for the dead air there. Just took a drink of nice, life-giving H2O. Amazingly, despite the fact that there's snow outside where I am right now, it's actually quite hot inside. Imagine that, given, you know, man-made invention of internal heating, or interior heating. I guess we already have internal heating by way of, you know, thousands of years of evolution. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just saying, it's a little bit hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Nelly, what are you doing here? Nelly, speaking of which, if you ever want to, you know, make an easy 15 or 20 bucks, you might be the guy that I should talk to, not Drew Carey. He's making Jim Cramer-style mad money on CBS networks right now. Maybe Nelly. Although, didn't Nelly, he had some kind of something going on recently that could have been a financial boon for him, I thought. I mean, he was in The Longest Yard, but that was like 8 years ago. That money has probably been spent on backwards baseball caps by now. Now, this has been a surprisingly easy fight so far. Normally I find that guy pretty difficult. The range upgrade may or may not be useful. I can't tell, really. I think maybe it is. It looks like the shots aren't really dissolving anymore. They're just kind of going to the end. We kind of desperately need, like, a skeleton key here. It's incredibly unlikely that we're going to get one, but skeleton key is also one of those items where just anecdotally, it seems like when you need it, it oftentimes shows up. Troll Engine has a weird sense of humor about that kind of stuff, so I wouldn't necessarily rely on it showing up here, but stranger things have happened. Even just a golden key randomly on this floor would be beautiful for us. And you might be noticing that I am getting hit a little bit more often here. That's to be expected considering we are on Necropolis, which is a difficult floor here. But beyond that, I have the Sun card. I want to save it as long as possible, but if I have to use it, I have to use it. You know, it's not the end of the world. We are going to pick up... It feels good. It's December 22nd. To be able to say it's not the end of the world and not be reminded of the Mayan so-called apocalypse all the time. There's a key for us, thankfully. Bunch of spiders that we don't want to deal with. It's good because for a while you'd say it's, you know, yeah, I show up 15 minutes late, it's not the end of the world, and people would be like, yeah, I hope so, because the Mayan apocalypse, right? And you'd be like, ah, cool, you're really clever, you must go on the front page of Reddit or something. We're gonna continue examining this floor, because again, I want more and more keys. Harlequin Baby is absolutely useless for us, because we're not actually ever going to trigger it to fire. Like, the Harlequin Baby will only fire when you're using the arrow keys to actually shoot your own tears. So, unfortunately, it's worthless, but it's also worth picking up because it doesn't replace anything, so we might as well just have it floating around us, just in the case of some kind of horrible accident where I absolutely have to use tears or something. I can't think of a room where that would happen, but, you know, if it did. I'm really enjoying the damage on Tammy's head here. It's like taking out... If you hit it with 2 of the shots, then you'll take out one of those guys in 1 hit, which is crazy. Like, including the bomb fly phase of his life. We're going to continue downwards to that boss room. Again, everything's going okay, but our momentum has fizzled out to a certain extent here. And we're leaving a lot of golden chests open, or closed, I should say, on these floors. Which is unfortunate for everyone involved, because I would love to pick those up. But we're going to need something like a skeleton key or flat penny or something to make it happen. But flat penny is a pipe dream, because we are going to be getting the Polaroid on this floor, which absolutely we have to take. And you know what? Honestly, if we got a little bit of extra health and maybe another couple of tier modifiers, I think we have a decent chance of taking out Isaac and Blue Baby. It might seem like kind of a pipe dream at this part, or at this juncture, but I honestly believe that we do have that capability, because the shots from Tammy's head just deal so much damage, like a surprising amount of damage, compared to what I thought. I mean, what do we have here? We have Tammy's head, the small rock, a tears and range upgrade, as well as meat, which was a damage upgrade. And whenever we get hit more than once, we get the red patch. So we don't want to fight Mom just yet. I just gotta verbalize that. So I want to save my key for the item room. I want to verbalize that so that I don't do it by accident. What I would love is if I came across a judgment at some point, because I could really use what is going to be either a compass or a free HP upgrade or something like that. Sometimes judgment will F you up and give you terrible items, but it's a rarity for sure. So yeah, Tammy's head is kind of like, just by virtue of this run, entered almost my inner sanctum of like great items. I'm not sure if it replaces, you know, like the nail yet or anything like that. But certainly it's substantially better than I had initially anticipated. Really, we got one key there? I mean, key for bomb is a fine trade in our current situation. However, bomb bag, that's good. Okay, we'll be able to use those against Mom's hearts. But yeah, I was really expecting some spirit hearts as a result of that there. So we're just gonna keep this up and continue downwards, where we're looking for the shop. And the reason I'm looking for the shop is because I do want to get that compass. And I'm just trying to focus here because I've taken like 3 or 4 hits on this room already because I'm an idiot apparently. I just can't seem to hit this guy. Peeper's eye, help me! Like the shots from Tammy's head are just too slow to actually hit. I wonder if I could just get him surprisingly from like across the map or something if I just keep spamming the shots in here. I mean, I was gonna say I killed 3 of them, so it shouldn't have been that difficult. We got a blue pill and a red and white pill. Bombs are key is actually pretty good. Same with full health. That worked really well for us. And our mob trap room is something we will be interested in going into here. The reason bombs are key is good. I mean, 10 keys is probably a little bit too much, but we have so many golden chests. This could potentially work out very much in our favor by giving us stat upgrades from those golden chests, which show up fairly frequently. And beyond that, we're going to get a refill on our bombs, basically, via the bomb bag that I just picked up in the most recent item room. So, certainly not the end of the world with respect to our bomb situation, and our key situation is actually going to allow us to open a lot more treasure chests, which could, again, give us more HP, which we can use to beat the game. Potentially. Don't take that as a promise yet, by any stretch of the imagination. We're still very much in the thick of it here. We just want to get out of that troll bombs away, and we're almost done, I would say, with Depths Part 2 here. Just need to find the shop, and then immediately open up all these golden chests after that. I hate leapers for that specific reason right there, that they can jump over the pits on like the hoppers, which are kind of more bound to the rules of real physics. Now we got both of those guys. That's the other thing I like about Tammy's head, is that it shoots out in 4 directions at once. So if you're standing like in the middle of a lot of enemies, you stand a pretty good chance of killing several of them all simultaneously. Our shop contains a spirit heart and a key. I am going to buy the key for 5 cents because it's probably going to pay itself, or pay for itself in the long run, just by opening a golden chest, which could have a valuable item in it. And we're just going to go down to the mom boss fight now. I was going to say mom's heart. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves there. But so far, so good with respect to this run. I'm really hoping for, obviously we're going to get the Polaroid, but I'm really hoping for some good damage upgrade or some kind of health upgrade. Pentagram would be beautiful. I wouldn't want to give up much health to make it happen, but I would love to get it, that's for sure. So we have 6 health and a spirit heart, and from our last golden chest we pick up another supply of money, as well as a substantial amount of red hearts that I'll never be able to use. Could go to the blood bank and use them, I guess, but that ship has sailed, I would say. So we're just going to hang out in the middle here. The other good thing, I mean, we took damage there, but that fight is already over, and there's our HP upgrade that I wanted so badly. The good thing about the mom boss fight is that you basically just stand in the middle, and then you hit all the extremities if they pop out, regardless. So I could use the sun card here, but really I think the sun card is one of the most valuable assets I have right now. Not just for finding the boss, which I could use it for that if I wanted to, but for giving me full health on either the Isaac or Blue Baby boss fight. I'm expecting all the other boss fights are going to be easy enough for me to win basically just on my own strength of items and limited amount of skill. However, the ability to get basically 6 extra hearts in the middle of an Isaac boss fight is incredibly valuable. So we did manage to kill that guy. Again, Tammy's head does so much damage that I had no idea about. Are both of those guys dead already? If so, that is awesome. The only thing I dislike, maybe Cat of Nine Tails would be a surprisingly good item to pick up here. Because the shots from Tammy's head fire pretty damn slowly. So if I could get... Oh, I don't really want Liberty Cap. Thank God that wasn't a tick. If I could get them to fire a little bit more quickly, I'd be more valuable against enemies like, well, these guys for one, but also zombies in particular, who are going to be a serious pain in the ass over the entire course of this run, because we're probably going to encounter many of them from now on. At the very least, we're going to encounter a suite of them in the Mom's Heart boss fight. So I have to be more careful about that. We got tons of red hearts just chilling over the course of this level, so I don't need to worry about my health too much just yet. Although on the womb, of course, or utero, which is where we are right now, things can change pretty drastically. And we're not doing as well with health as I really thought we would be by this point. I mean, we did take a 2-heart deal with the devil, but keep in mind, we did actually have 5 health. Oh, that's good luck for us. We managed to get to the boss quickly. We did have 5 health by the end of the first floor by virtue of that Eternal Heart and the HP upgrade we got. Okay, so it's Bloat. This is the only boss who could really present us substantial troubles right here, and I'm basically tearing him a new asshole. It's Champion Bloat, too, which is the worst. Yeah, but I'm basically rocking his body until the break of dawn here. Back it up. Because when you get a chance to spam shots, he dies really quickly. And there's another HP upgrade for us, as well as basically full health. Oh, it is full health. And it's down to Utero Part 2, or the Womb Part 2. It is Utero 2, unfortunately. But it should still be fairly easy, again, because we're doing such crazy damage. Another HP upgrade from Judgment here, or a compass would be incredibly valuable. That's a portable slot machine, which is absolutely worthless. That is valueless. Word you don't hear all that often, because it's scathing, but certainly applicable in this sense. Forgot what that word was for a second. So Sloth is dead. Again, the damage from Tammy's head is just insane here. There we go, and we get a 2 of diamonds, which is unlikely to be beneficial unless we come across like 30 judgments. I mean, yes please, but again, that's pretty unlikely. Any run where I don't get the compass is a little bit sore for me. We did lose the spirit hearts that we had there. It's okay though, we're still doing well for keys, which is both a blessing and a curse, because it means, you know, A, we're going to have a lot of keys to spend on the chest should we get there, but B, that we haven't gotten nearly as many golden chests as perhaps I would have liked. Because I really want to get some... I want Guppy's tail to be beneficial, basically, and it hasn't necessarily been super beneficial yet. We do still have the Sun card. We could possibly be going the right way here. I hope that's the case, of course. We have lost a little bit of health, but there are hearts available just randomly on the level that I can backtrack to once we find the boss. Of course... Oh, we did find the boss. Of course, I absolutely do not want to use the Sun card on this floor. I want to save it as long as possible. Magician is very valuable. The Moon is not very valuable. But overall, I think we're just going to stick with the Sun card. I could take the Magician card into this room and then walk out after we beat Mom's Heart and get the Sun card again. I'm pretty sure that would work out okay for us, but why risk it? Let's just hold on to the Sun card just in case it ends up being the case that I need this extra health against Mom. So that walking all that way for that half heart leaves kind of a bad taste in my mouth, but oh well. Do we get an item from Mom's Heart? We don't get an item from Mom's Heart. So we've already basically maxed out our treasure for this game until we get to the chest. So we're going to go treasureless through the cathedral unless golden chests work out very well for us. And I'm expecting, I mean, I'm kind of torn on how this run's going to go here. Like, I assume the fight's not going to be that difficult because we're doing crazy damage. But at the same time, I need to make sure that, like, the bombs hit. And then I spam Tammy's head as much as possible. The reason for the bombs is I've got to clear out the asshole enemies, like zombies and whatnot. And then, of course, the reason for the shots is because they actually do more damage than the bombs overall, I think. Now, this is not my favorite enemy to fight with this setup of items, but hey, it's done. So we'll put a bomb here. I thought that was going to be the Duke of Flies' turn. Oh, we are in permanent curse state, so I guess we're not even going to have to deal with Chubb. Which is fantastic for everyone. I took some stupid damage there, but that's okay. We're done. We got a heart. And I think we broke even on that room with respect to health. So we're moving on. If I have to use the Sun card against Isaac, so be it. I would really love to get an HP upgrade from Judgment here, though. Judgment, say what you want about the last item he gave me, the portable slot machine, but he has been paying out quickly so far, which I enjoy. And if he takes his time this time, it won't really bother me that much, because extra hearts are going to be very beneficial for me on my quest here. Map could be cool, too. Who knows? We can now see the dead ends on this floor. So usually, I mean, I would much prefer the compass. Map's okay in the early game, because you get to see all the secret rooms as well. However, this will at least save us a couple of rooms by way of just finding dead ends, essentially. So yes, we know we don't need to go downwards now, because that is certainly a dead end. Literally mathematically impossible for it to be anything else. I don't know if it's actually mathematical, but you know what I mean. We do find a second secret room, totally by accident, and an HP upgrade from the golden chest, so that's... I'm glad we went this direction first. I could play the shit out of that fortune teller, but I don't think it's that important right now. What is important is not getting hit by these full ooze guys. Now, we do know that's a full health pill, is it not? And if that is indeed a full health pill, then we could use... It is a full health pill. Then we could use the sun card to just find the boss right now. Because there's no way for us to carry both of these into the boss fight. So why don't we just use the sun card? There's our boss, and we'll just carry the full health pill with us now. There are some downsides to that, like, for example... the Sun card also carries a Necronomicon amount of damage with it, basically. So, we're missing out on that, but, still, I think that was the best use of those, or that combination of pills for us. That was bad damage. So now we basically have an extra full health pill. Sucks to not be able to use the Sun to its fullest, but, we're using both of these to their fullest now, I believe. So we're just gonna... do the standard Monstro fight here. We might only be able to hit him once or twice with each swing of Tammy's head here. That's okay. That was a very easy room. And we're only one room away from the Isaac fight here. We are killing angel fetuses in one hit, which is really good. I killed a lot of enemies in that room without even noticing, but I took some damage myself. Now is the moment of truth to see if we will be able to kill Isaac. I mean, we're doing damage in a good way, like in these discrete bursts, as opposed to just like one constant stream a la technology, which would make us get hit all the time. So his rate of fire is pretty low. We're just going to be looking for good items on the chest, I guess, because it seems like it's pretty much an inevitability that we're going to get there. I'm just watching my health closely because I have taken a few hits here. Now, oh, we don't have the red patch anymore. I don't want to use the full health pill until it's absolutely necessary, but I also don't want to miss my opportunity to use the full health pill, because I would find myself in a pretty terrible position. Good! And I really, really want to save this full health pill for the blue baby fight. If I can do that, like if that's my only success, we'll still probably be able to win that fight, which is very valuable. X-ray goggles means we can basically just walk into that secret room for free. Halo of Flies, great. Extra dodging potential. Monstro's Tooth. And Dead Bird. We will take the Dead Bird. Maybe that could be useful. Rather than walking into the secret room, we will take a trip here with a bomb. I don't expect that bomb is going to be too worthwhile. I'm just hoping that that was the secret room, but it is indeed. Or sorry, it was the path to the boss room. But it was not. So let's exit to the left. Oh, I use tears regularly there. Which is actually, like, using tears regularly is actually a detriment to myself at this point. So it shouldn't be considered punishment worthy. So again, we'll just keep doing this. Okay. I'm thinking this is the right way. Of course, I do not want to use this full health pill unless it's absolutely 100% necessary. And it is not absolutely 100% necessary in its current state. I can't believe I got hit there somehow. I guess I did walk into him. Red Monstro 2 is the biggest dick in the whole world. Well, that's not true. He's not even in the... He's probably in the top 50% of the hardest boss fights in the game. Just by virtue of the speed that he has. If I could just hit him... There we go. Hit him one more time and it's over. I got my heart back that I lost. We have our secret room, which could contain a bunch of hearts. My favorite secondary secret room is the one that just contains a bunch of hearts. 99% of the time, totally useless. But that 1% of the time that it actually makes a difference, it feels very nice, shall we say. So I'm just going to dodge the matrix of shots that are coming here. Try to take out the champion first. I mean, it's not like he does double damage, but hey, yeah, that's what I was exactly just about to say. Maybe he'll drop a red heart for me. We get another golden chest, which contains blood rights, which I don't like at all. As you will know if you've seen me play this game with any sort of regularity since Wrath of the Lamb came out. Now we should be able to kill Daddy Longlegs in like 2 seconds here, provided we can actually hit him. There we go. More red hearts before what I assume is going to be the boss fight here would be awesome. And people have told me that there is actually a way to kind of control what items you get from these rooms. Like if you kill Greed, or sorry, if you kill Gluttony last, you can possibly get the health upgrade. So that's what I was trying to do here. It didn't work, but we did get red hearts. So that's fine as well. So I guess if we killed Greed last, we would have gotten potentially money. If we killed Sloth last or Wrath last, we would have gotten bombs, etc., etc. If we killed Sloth last, I guess we would have gotten tarot cards, but Sloth wasn't in that room to begin with. So if I don't take too much damage for the remainder of this fight here, I believe we'll have a fairly good chance against Blue Baby. So let's pick up this half heart. I can get it 5 times before I have to use the full health pill. To be honest with you, and in all surprise, or to my surprise, I guess, I feel like we have a pretty damn good chance against Blue Baby here. I've just got to not take incredibly stupid damage. I could probably just tank, honestly, as long as I do a little bit of dodging. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to work out fantastically for us. If only I'd gotten Rage, that might have worked even better. But, man, who would have thought that this Tammy's head run would end up being so easy? We're just going to back it up and around, and might as well use full health just so I don't botch it in the future. He's dead. The angel fetuses will die in a second. I want to finish this off with perfect health. Perfect. Wow! Well, again, thank you to AC Richardson 1 for that challenge run suggestion. I'm not sure if I said your name off the top of this one, but I do have it written down on my page here as the contributor. This run turned out really awesome, actually. I had a lot of fun and learned a little bit about Tammy's head. Feels kind of like a children's educational program, doesn't it? Learned a little bit, had a lot of fun. Roughly a half hour long. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Continue suggesting your challenge runs, and I will do the ones I deem most entertaining or appropriate. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.